Video games. No, what does this pop up? Go away. Ghouls. I wasn't gonna play Ghouls, but if it's right here, maybe I'll play Ghouls for like 10 minutes and then do something else. Ignore my very loud air conditioner. The thermometer says it's like 84 in here, but it does not feel that hot. I don't know, it tastes whatever. Basking in solitude. Actually, maybe I'll turn this off. I don't really need the air on. It's just loud. Oops. Ignore that. How was my yesterday? It was alright. I went to like a July 4th party. I ate a lot of hot dogs. I haven't eaten hot dogs in a long time, so I had to compensate by eating like 5 hot dogs. Also, something is not right with the audio in this. Hang on. Am I not getting audio out of... I think I unplugged my speakers at some point accidentally, and I think I'm only getting audio out of one channel. Let me see. No, that's coming out of both. Alright, maybe Ghouls and Ghosts just sounds weird and tinny. Maybe I haven't played it in a while and I don't remember what things sound like. Oh yeah, it's okay. Now that I've turned it up slightly. But yeah, it was alright. I still smell like smoke despite showering. I was like in front of the grill at whoever's party this was. It's like they just had a bunch of food and also a grill running, and it was kind of just occasionally being staffed by whoever felt like cooking whatever. Which is also an excuse for me to play around with the fire, which I haven't done for a very long time. So that was entertaining. Anyway, I have to stream a little bit more in this channel to remember what it's like talking for a couple of hours, because it's been maybe like 2 weeks since I last streamed. I think it was Monkey Island. Unless there was another one before that, or after. But, then I will stream for real sometime this month. Let's see what that's like. I did all the stuff updating the channel, now I just gotta use it. It'll probably be Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, at least for the first stream back. I don't know how much of Roller Coaster Tycoon I'm going to play. You know, I'll like load up the old Oregon Trails. Probably like 1.2 and 2. The classics. And probably a level or 2 out of the original Oregon Trail with like the old layout. The North Korea park was pretty good. I worry that if I ever do Bumbly Beach again, I'm not gonna have an idea that is nearly that good. But it was such a good theme. It was such a good excuse to make everything red. And at this point, the theme's gonna be like, do I remember how to play the game? What is the interface like? I think if this guy jumps on you, it also kills him with the shock attack. Yeah. You can just do that and any boss that's on top of you dies. But yeah, I gotta do that for real. And I will. If only to put on the uniform that is the old channel again. With all the new graphics. Fit into it like an old pair of pants. No. I want to say this level is the one that is more likely to give you the knife than any other level. At least on this elevator section. Like, sometimes the drops are very predictable, and other times they do not go with the pattern you think they're going to be. And then it's all weird. I should play more of that horrible Ghouls and Ghosts PSP game that I hate. No, the knife just is the best weapon in this. That's not armor, that's just a dude. That's also probably a dude. Happy Hangover Sunday. I wish. I did not drink that much yesterday. Could drink today, but I don't really want to. It's like a couple of ciders still hanging out in the fridge, but I don't know. Normally I don't really drink. If I'm socializing and they've got it around, I'll have something. But it's been like a massive increase in drinking. Not even like problematically so, just like compared to the baseline that I feel like maybe I should not do it for a while. God damn it. I kind of want to play Sonic 3 after this. Ouch. Okay. Which I'm probably going to do. Because that is a good video game. One of the best video games. I was rewatching that Hidden Palace stream where they were showing off the Sonic 3 beta. And they had the chat recorded on the side and everyone's going nuts. With all the revelations from that. Oh crap, I thought I got the other one. Every time I stream, you play the Bill Nye theme in your head. Why? What is the Bill Nye chant? It's like stream, 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 stream. Or what? Like what is filling in the gap for you for that? Oops. Yeah, Sonic 3 and Sans. I played the new Deltarune. It's fine. I will say Toby Fox knows how to make a good-ass video game. But boy, I just want to know what happens in the plot. It's been 8 years, 7 years. It's not done. It's on part 5 of 7 and possibly more than 7. I don't know if they charge you for the updates or not. Crap. Oh, shit. I didn't know you can do that. Or, like, if they'll charge you for any of the updates, because I've only ever played it on hardware that is not mine and just has it pirated. Or I played, like, Chapter 1 on my computer at some point when it first came out. I don't even remember if I played that via Steam or not. Is my only Steam review for Vice City? I don't think it is. I think I reviewed, like, some shitty horse game as well. Man, that is a review that is, like, 15 years old in spirit. Nobody does the exclamation points with the 1 anymore. Exclamation point, 111, exclamation point, the number 1 typed out. Yeah, no, that's essentially it. And even in 2011, it was, like, very passé. It's like a very 2004 internet thing to do. It's very Arfin House. I kind of want to replay Vice City again, though. I was playing the soundtrack yesterday. It's nuts that Vice City Stories, the spin-off for the PSP, might have a better soundtrack than the original one. I'm sure that was not cheap to license, and I think it has more songs in total. They just play them slightly shorter than they do in the original one, I think. So the radio stations are about the same length, maybe like plus or minus 10 minutes. But the fact that they were able to license more music for that game is insane. It's definitely a worse game than the original Vice City, but, you know, it was fun to play on the bus to high school and fly in the plane and listen to the soundtrack. Because then on your PSP, you can also play Sonic 2, or 3, or Puyo while you're at lunch, and then somebody will come over and tell you that the ring sounds in Sonic are too loud and you have to turn your speakers down. I don't think I ever 100%'d either of those, though. Crap. In terms of, like, oh, I have another life. In terms of, what is it, the hidden packages in Vice City, and the red balloons in Vice City Stories. Very different high schools when it came to video games. No, that's just what I played. Nobody else played that. Or like my old Dell laptop that I did maybe the first 2 marathons on, that I would bring into high school, and just like sit in the hallway at lunch and emulate Majora's Mask, playing it with the keyboard. Was a time. Well, I was just surprised that it was so loud that somebody sitting somewhere else in the lunchroom would tell me to turn down the PSP speakers. It's not like that was a notoriously loud device, either. I just remember that happening. It was ahead of its time. It was great. It ran Flash. Dang. That's fine. Whatever. Close that. No, I hate how modern portable hardware is just getting big. Just give me something to put in my pocket. Oh, there's so many bad games. Sonic 3 Complete. Wow. That's a reference from 15 years ago. Again. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. 1. 3x? 4x. I think this still has all the options the way that I want them. I don't know. I don't remember what the difference is. That might just be graphics. Wait. Always menu choices. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming I set this correctly at some point. It's recommended. Sonic and Nux. Sonic 3. Casual gameplay off. Multi-button super cancel. Da, da, da. Yes. I don't remember what the difference is with this. If that's like two-player Tails only controls. Maybe that's what I want it to be. I don't know. Music play, enable. Always menu choices. Original, original, original. Sure. Fast zone music. Resume music after zone ends. I don't know if there's been an update to this. This is like way before the Sonic 3 prototypes with the original music came out. I think the guy just made Sonic 3 complete and then just disappeared completely. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll go and get something to drink. Why not? I don't have a coaster for this desk, though. Don't mind me. Not to shock you, but I am a legal adult. And a half. For my semi-annual run of Sonic 3, where I talk about how good of a game Sonic 3 is. Oh, I already did an all-Knuckles run, I did a Sonic and Tails. Like, I mean, I could just be like Tails only. But who wants to be Tails only? I don't. The music's so good. Like, the fact that this game has an actual interface that is more than just basic text puts it head and shoulders above, like, 99% of Genesis games. I like little Robotnik noises. I like the spinning sign. I like his little laughing pose. It's great. Hell of a video game. Although RetroArch does not seem to be running this with, like, perfect frame pacing. Maybe this is a VSync thing. Hang on. Oh no. Options. No, I need that music. Come back. Borders. Frame skip. Frame skip. Sidadada. FM preamp. Supu speed. You know, I bet VSync is like a global setting. I hate RetroArch. I don't understand where anything is, ever. Is that even a setting? Is VSync only if it's full screen? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. However, I do miss the original version of this. Pause? There it goes. They should do Sonic 1, 2, and 3 vinyl. Wait, but the vinyl should be Chaos Emeralds? Oh, you mean like the shape of the thing. So you could only play like the inner 40%. Had I played Vibribbon? It was released in North America, but I played it on the PlayStation Store. They put it out as like a PlayStation Classic thing on the PS3 and the Vita. And the PS3 is really the only way to play it, because it's the only thing that actually has a disc drive, so you can play real custom music. Although I will say I used that feature like twice, because it doesn't really generate very good levels, in my opinion. And, like, truthfully, the levels that it has music baked in for, I don't think are particularly well synced to the music anyway. Like, it's cool that you can do it, and you can emulate it. All you have to do is burn a music CD as an ISO and then switch the disc out in the emulator. And it does work. But, like, I don't know, we're probably at a point, tech-wise, where you're able to, like, generate rhythm levels for custom songs on the fly and have it be pretty good. But Vibribbon is not one of those games. I had a game on my iPod that... Oh, I forgot the name of it. It's like an old iPod game, not like an iPod Touch game. I think it was by Harmonix, and it would essentially scan your playlist of songs in iTunes and generate pseudo Guitar Hero mapping charts for them. And it was pretty cool, but it also was not very well synced to the music. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm sure it's not super obscure. But, like, I don't know, surely now we have a thing where you can just have custom content and generate charts for things. Although I can't say I've really looked. And I feel like everything on, like, Clone Hero or Yarg or what have you is all just, is all just people making charts themselves, rather than it being generated algorithmically. I was never able to do this special stage as a kid. Like, I did not realize it was a special stage that could end. I thought you just kind of got chewed up by the energy thing at the bottom and then killed. Oops. Remember bringing this copy, well, not this copy, but Sonic and Knuckles over to one of my friends' houses once with my Genesis. Got stuck in Sandopolis Zone together. And then he would later be stuck in jail for breaking into somebody's house to steal money for drugs. However, I think being stuck in Sandopolis is probably harder than being stuck in prison. Screw those ghosts. I forget, is there an electric shield on this? On one of these? No, there's not. No, I played Vibribbon in 20... post-Vita? Probably 2011, 12? Post-Vita, pre-PS4. Which is the reason that Hold On Screen was made in 2014. Yay. Good shield. I don't know, we're handling it. I've got Sonic and an 8% cider. And I have no work because it's Sunday. So that's maybe the best you could be handling anything. don't know what else to ask for. There are birds at my bird feeder. Things are okay. I gotta see if I know, or my boss or anybody else in the lab knows anybody who's doing stuff on glymphatic clearance. As like a totally unrelated tangent to everything that I'm doing. Or, I mean, doing in this video game. I have this overarching idea that, like, I don't know, that a lot of psych things in the brain can be explained by poor glymphatic clearance and buildup of waste proteins and metabolic byproducts that are then not, you know, removed because you're not getting sleep that has a certain amount of depth or a certain amount of low-frequency activity that allows for, like, you know, pumping action to be synergistic with whatever your heart rate is. Just like a hertz to a hertz and a half. Like slow wave delta band activity during non-REM sleep. It's a whole thing. But I don't know, and trying to, like, tie my current project, which is linking stress to sleep quality, and finding that we lose a whole lot of slow wave activity a lot of the time in non-REM sleep. And that's like a biomarker for worse sleep, and maybe something that's driving, you know, comorbid psych disorders. Maybe it's that. I don't exactly know how you test it. You probably infuse some sort of dye in the brain and then measure how much it's, you know, how mobile it is, how well it's cleared from wherever the injection site is. But you can't do it with every dye because certain dyes are just going to be, like, what is it, like hydrophobic and then just kind of get stuck in the membrane. Oleophilic. But, like, people have studied glymphatic clearance. It's gotta be, or, like, it's gotta have been done at some point. I just don't know if we have anybody to tap for that. Do they actually call once per second a hertz? I guess a single hertz. We call it slow wave activity, and it's normally between 0.5 and 1.5 hertz, and it could be between 0 and 1.5. But technically all the recording stuff has like a hardware bandpass filter for anything that's above 0.5. It's not perfect. It does allow some really slow oscillatory activity to be measured, but it's like 90% filtered out from what I remember from my own results. But, like, I want to look at glymphatic clearance after stress and link that to sleep quality, and I also want to look at network criticality as, like, the potential for networks to have, you know, plasticity and maintain in this critical zone where things are firing at the right frequencies and you're not, like, getting into, you know, catatonia, or even, like, slightly removed from the normal set point of whatever activity there is. Ends up promoting, like, depression or anxiety or what have you. I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling and I'm not explaining things very well, and every time I talk about, like, anything related to brain oscillatory activity, it just feels like pop science. The science of brain waves. How much sleep do I get? Not enough! And I've been getting worse about taking a bunch of Seroquel to get to sleep. Which does work. But I used to take, like, 25 milligrams, and then it was 50, and now it's like, oh, I can't get to sleep until I take, like, 100, and then I'll wake up at, like, 5 a.m. and then take another 100, and then I'm just groggy all day. And the other problem with that is that it also just immediately puts you into a dream whenever you fall asleep, and I'm kind of tired of dreaming. I've had too many arbitrary nightmares every night. Sometimes they're, like, kind of novel, but a lot of the time it's like, hey, what if something terrible happened to you that's almost exactly like real life? So then you wake up and you have no idea what reality even is. Who knows? Man, Sonic 3 is so good. Blink. This alternate pathway that doesn't really even go anywhere. I forget what's down here. Oh. Another one of these, but probably a 1-up or something, right? No. 10 rings, and a shield that I already have. A thing. The music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is so good. Although maybe I will have to turn the air conditioning on. Because I'm just sitting here holding the controller so my hands are just on my thighs and they're just sort of sweating and it's not great. And the air conditioner's just loud. Although I guess it's always on in the background for these streams anymore, so maybe you just tune it out. It buzzes a lot. I complained to my landlord about that because he had them installed and he's just saying like, no, that's normal. They're supposed to be obnoxiously loud to the point of waking you up in the middle of the night. That's just what the compressor sounds like. But I also reported a gas leak in the apartment, and he's like, no, the gas company said that's normal, you should smell gas. For, like, 2 straight days. And then I called the actual gas company, and they sent a guy over who confirmed, yeah, no, there's actually a leak in the basement. And it's coming from your meter. I didn't think it was normal, but like, I don't know, he owns the unit, he owns the building. I figured if it were serious he would say, oh shit, that's my investment. We gotta take care of this potential gas leak, rather than like, we had the meters replaced and the gas company said there's some residual gas smell, don't worry about it. Jackpot. My favorite Sonic character. Jackpot the Echidna. Oh, hang on, I gotta turn the air on, sorry. Give me AC or give me death. Give me mini split or give me death. Do I have a carbon monoxide meter? I don't. I wasn't smelling the gas in my unit. Like, it was in all the common areas, but it didn't make its way up to mine. But I don't know. As a kid, I had this really bizarre nightmare that for some reason I've never forgotten, where the grandpa from Hey Arnold was giving a lesson on fire safety, and I was not paying attention to it, and to get back at me for that and teach me a lesson, he set my house on fire. And ever since, I've been really paranoid about any place I live just burning down to the ground. And when you're smelling gas in the place you live, it's maybe slightly concerning because you go to the gas company page and it's like, if you smell any gas anywhere, anytime, it is an emergency, you need to evacuate. Don't open the doors, don't open the windows, don't plug anything in. God forbid you turn your stove on or light a candle. You will die. Either call the gas company or 911 immediately. But it was also one of those days where it was like 100 degrees and I didn't want to have to evacuate. Oh, I think Tails is stuck up there. I mean, I called the gas company and they sent a dude over within, you know, an hour and he fixed it. So it's fine, but I don't know. You gotta do that thing though, every time Knuckles breaks the bridge. Wait, why is Tails not grabbing me? Grab me. Oh, why is he doing that? Is it because I'm already dead and he can't grab a ghost? Pluck me straight out of purgatory? Wee. I kinda wish the shields would persist between acts. Or zones, I guess. It's not a big deal, because I would have immediately lost the fire shield when I landed in the water anyway, but would be neat. Oh, there's so many hidden big rings in here, and I don't know where most of them are. Thanks for saving my entire building. When I told my landlord, when he texted me back and was like, don't worry about it, it's probably normal. I texted him back some updates like, yeah, I called the gas company, sorry. Oh, they confirmed a gas leak, etc., etc. And I was expecting like a follow-up of any sort. Maybe even a thank you. But he didn't say anything. What a ripoff. But thanks for saving my property. Thanks for making sure I don't get sued when the building burns down due to my own documented negligence of ignoring the gas leak. He didn't even have to do anything, it's just the gas company came over. They fixed the leak in the meter that they installed. Like the gasket had fallen out or something. It's not like they charge him for it. But we got new downstairs neighbors, and after I told them what happened, because they saw me in the stairwell talking to the gas man, and they had mentioned they had also been smelling gas. Ever since I updated them that, yeah, there was a gas leak, but don't worry, it's been fixed. They've been bringing up all of my packages to my door, which is very nice. I ordered a copy of the Aldous Huxley book, Doors of Perception, about him on psychedelics and what that was like. What that says about reality, man. So now I got that sitting around the apartment. Gotta go through it. Oops. I was reading a psych paper and they kept citing that and figured, you know, I cited that too in my thesis and didn't really read it, so I probably should. It's not very long. And I like Brave New World, so we'll see what it's about. I got that. And I got some candles. I used to have a natural candle and it was just called a gas leak, but now it's whatever Hawaii volcanoes smell like? The answer is slightly fruity. Oh, the mini-boss theme is so good. Although, weirdly, I think in the real version of this, not the Sonic 3 Complete ROM hack, this ends up playing the other mini-boss theme. Not the Michael Jackson one. The one from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Even if you're playing it on Sonic 3. Which it shouldn't do. What's your mood stabilizer? Is it Lamictal? Volcanoes also smell like gas leaks. Yeah, but at least based on this candle, they're slightly fruity about it. God, I have so much lamotrigine sitting in my cabinet that I don't take anymore. It's a very bad habit of buying or like filling prescriptions after I've stopped taking them. So now I just have like a backup medicine cabinet of things I don't ever want to take. Oh man, speaking of medicine, I talked about this in the chat, but I'm still mad about it. I went to the pharmacy and they filled my prescription for Ativan with the wrong drug, which I took for days. And then when I went and asked about it to get it refilled correctly, they thought I was drug seeking for more Ativan and said, "You filled this with the wrong pills yourself. Get lost." You know, and it was like, what? Fill the bottle with like 25 milligrams spironolactone, which I'm not prescribed but have taken at one point in my life, so it's not like I was especially concerned about the health ramifications of that. But the fact that the pharmacy manager, to my face, is like, "No, we don't carry this. You did this yourself," which you somehow got hands on despite not having it prescribed. And not having it prescribed for like 9 years is like bonkers to me. And he said it with such conviction that I'm not like 100% sure that somebody did not break into my apartment and swap the drugs, or like company I had over did not swap the drugs. Like, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. But also, if the pharmacy manager is like, "We don't carry this generic, this isn't our med," it's either, okay, well, someone who works for the pharmacy swapped it out surreptitiously to steal my benzos, or you don't know what the pharmacy is giving out, and neither of which are great. I wrote a big complaint that I was going to send to the Massachusetts board, because I was really pissed off about that. You know, like, you're supposed to report all the misfills and figure out what happened and all of that. And the fact that they just did not care and immediately blamed me and were like, you know, accusing me, not directly, but heavily suggesting that I was doing it to get more drugs, is, like, really fucked. I was very annoyed about that. I still have the complaint written out, I just didn't send it. I'm not sure that I should. The problem is, if I do, in the process of them investigating it, they also get, like, full access to all of my health records, and it would be a whole big thing, and I kind of just don't want to have to deal with that aspect of it. I just want this random pharmacy dude to apologize to me. Calling me a liar to my face. I think at the moment I've decided to let it go. I sent a big email about it to my PCP. Like, hey, this happened and you really need to investigate this. There are security cameras all over that pharmacy, I've seen them. Someone swapped my meds out or filled it incorrectly. I don't know if it's like a cover-up or if it's an honest mistake and the guy just gets a lot of people with, like, drug-seeking behavior and assumed I was one of them. But, like, you gotta do something about that. I don't know how many times they did it. And I still have the bottle with all the additional pills in it. Because I was taking them for the better part of a week, and I do it sublingual. And if you've never taken spironolactone, the one thing about it is that it is gross. They make it taste like mint. So, like, the half second that you have it in your mouth while you're swallowing, it's not the worst thing in the world. And then the rest of it just tastes like burnt garbage. So if you have it under your tongue for, like, minutes at a time, it tastes really bad, and it's really obvious that this is not the pill you think it is. And I noticed that on day one and thought, well, maybe it's a new generic or something. And it was only after, like, the better part of a week of taking this and realize it's not doing anything did I look at the description on the bottle and realize it doesn't match what is actually inside the bottle. But man, I was so annoyed about that. Oh, there's a thing up there. Like, I have no idea. I remember, like, I filled it and then it sat at the pharmacy for a couple days before I picked it up, and I don't know if someone, like, stole it. I don't know if one of the pharmacy people pulled a fast one, because a lot of them are, like, early 20s. You know, maybe they don't have, like, a whole career that they're worried about torpedoing or something. I have no clue what happened. All I know is I personally did not do it. If someone broke into my apartment while I was asleep and did it, maybe. Probably not. I think I would have noticed they would have taken something of more value, like my applause machine. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oops. That's right, it's up and down, it's not jump. Oh yeah, don't get the lamotrigine, lamotrigine rash. Although I think the odds of that are pretty low if you titrate slowly enough. Oh, that's level design. You're probably not going to get it. Something over here. Donk. Anyway, I guess those are the only two big updates. Nothing else happened. I don't even remember what the first one was I was talking about. Grab me. Tails, grab me. Grab me, no! Plants are doing okay. Oh, Tails is dead. Oh, there he is. I have the mandarin and the lemon tree outside. They're green. I have a couple of tiny fruits. I really want to get my big grant so I can get the office. And then if I get the office, I get a window. And then if I get a window, I could put another plant there. Have a lemon tree at work. Make that department smell better than it ever has. For like 3 months out of the year. 3 weeks, I mean. Oops. 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 Can I make that jump? I cannot make that jump. There's a single lemon on the lemon tree. I think a squirrel got into the pot when I left it outside and took off the other 3. I can't prove it, though. That same squirrel might have also stolen my drugs. Get it! I love in this mod that they added the ability to just have Tails pick you up with the single-player controller. You can control it via up and down, rather than having to have 2 controllers plugged in. It opens up a lot of routes that you otherwise would not have very easy access to. And it works relatively intuitively, all things considered. Oops. Which Paper Mario mod? The big one? The big one that made the interface purple? I'll be honest, I was watching some gameplay of that, and it just looks like Paper Mario. It looks like the B-sides of the real Paper Mario in a way that is not super interesting. You know, not to like criticize a ROM hack for being kind of low budget looking, but it seems a little low budget looking. Maybe I'll play it at some point. Throw it on the summer cart. Gotta plug the analog back in. Wait, what crushed me? Oh, Sonic 3. Doing those Sonic 3 things. All the hitboxes, so those little things that squish you, were always so janky. Although that one was particularly egregious. I think there's everything in here, right? Whee. One of these days, and probably on the main channel, I've been meaning to do a stream of, like, all of the classic Sonic games, like 1 through 3 and CD, and ranking all the levels in them to see which is the best. Because I'd like to know. The only question about that is whether or not Mania should be included in that. Or if Sonic 4 should be included in that, which I've still never played. I'm sure every level in it would tie for last place. Every single one. I think the main reason I never actually played Sonic 4 was because it needed Java installed. And I've been keeping this computer Java-free ever since I got it. Probably just emulate the mobile version on an Android emulator or something. Although I want to say, I think it was mentioned in a Cybershell video that you can just play it in a browser? Like one of the mobile versions? I haven't tried that. I just vaguely internalized it from a video. I like the little grass in this level. The way that they draw it. I just think Marble Garden Zone has a really good visual aesthetic. Everything in Sonic 3 does. All the levels are really unique. It's not like Sonic 2 where like Emerald Hill Zone and Hilltop Zone are kind of interchangeable other than the music. And I guess the volcano part. One is green with lava. Corporate wants you to see the difference between these pictures. Now the question is, do I want to get only the Chaos Emeralds and not do any more special stages and have the final boss unlocked after I finish this? Or do I want to try to get all the Super Emeralds after Sonic and Knuckles starts, redo all 7 special stages, and hopefully do them correctly, and then maybe have the final boss unlocked? Probably the latter. It is technically more game to play. But also, like, I don't know. These special stages are fine, but you do them so frequently that I kind of am tired of them. I mean, they're better than the Sonic 2 half-pipe. But man, in my life, I must have gotten 50,000 blue spheres in total. I did it, now I can do the thing. 13 lives. Oh. I like in this ROM hack that they allow you to be supersonic and then just turn it off. Which is maybe very overpowered if you can just go invincible for a couple seconds at a time when you need it and then turn it back off and not drain all your rings. But a lot of times you end up going super accidentally in these games and you don't mean to, and you just chew through all of your rings anyway. Gotta play that Sonic 3 Angel Island remixed thing. That's like a... I don't know if it's a decomp exactly. I think it needs the ROM to run. But it's like a PC executable of some sort. Runs the game in widescreen, among some other quality of life features. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is my favorite 3D, or 2D one, sorry. By far. 3D is probably not Sonic 3D Blast, which you could probably better argue is a 2D game. I don't know. Childhood me would say Sonic Adventure 2 is the best 3D one. Adult me would say Sonic Adventure the first is the best 3D one. Like, Adventure 2 probably has better levels than Adventure 1 overall, but I do like how Adventure 1, like, the vibe in it is very good. It's very late 90s. And also, it still feels like they're adapting some of the original, like, 2D branching paths ideas into 3D, rather than just kind of making every level this, like, big singular highway, which they would then do for a bunch of other Sonic games going forward. Like Heroes and Shadow and 06. probably more. I never finished Generations. I had a tech issue with my PS3 controller at some point. Sonic would just keep doing somersaults to the right, and I could not finish the game. I never played Frontiers. Maybe at some point, I don't know. Sonic only appeals to me as a nostalgia play at this point. I have, like, no opinion on modern Sonic games, or the movies, or anything. They're there. I'm sure they're fine. But, like, I just play it because it reminds me of being a kid. One up! Oh, no! Not getting that. Yeah, if Unleashed did not have the Werehog, it would be half as long, but twice as good. Probably more than twice. And Sonic Unleashed still looks really good, I think. It's got, like, Pixar quality graphics. Everything's very round, everything's very smooth. The music's good. I did play the demo. I played the demo a lot on the PS3. And eventually I got the full game and realized, yeah, the day parts are okay, but boy, I don't want to play like 24 minutes of Werehog right now. Oh, what do you mean I can only get these other stages by unlocking more emerald metal things? You mean I have to go back and play more versions of the Werehog stage? I like that Robotnik pops up multiple times in this level. I like that he shows up and then changes the shape of the level. Something something emergent storytelling. Is there a thing in here? Oh yeah. Just regular level, I think. Yeah, it was not a ring. Oh. Oh, I needed that. Oh, there's so many special stages. I gotta load up the Sonic 3 beta. I don't know if anyone's, like, fully data mined or made a stable version of it yet, with all the features enabled. Or if it's just, like, the Simon Y prototype, where it's just an unfinished ROM you can play with, but you need to have debug mode enabled. Also the level select. Oops. God, the background, this is very Earthbound. Oh, is it up here? Can I get back up that? Maybe it's over here. Maybe they put a thing. Yeah, they did. Speaking of Earthbound, recently replayed Mother 3, and boy, that is such a good game. If you haven't played it, you should. It is one of the best games, I think. It's so well designed. It's so well written. The graphics are so charming. I will never recommend you play a bad game You can trust all of my suggestions. I swear. I'm just shocked that there's been no prototype of the N64 version of Mother 3 leaked at any point. It's kind of like the final frontier of game prototypes anymore. You know, we had all those Nintendo Giga Leaks, all those old versions of Ocarina of Time and everything, and yet all we have is maybe, I don't even know, like 5 minutes of footage from like Nintendo Space World events. A few years ago, somebody paid hundreds of dollars to some Japanese auction site to get like another 4 seconds of Earthbound Mother 3 on the N64 footage. I don't even remember if it was like fully new material. Oh, no. But like surely someone's just got a debug cart sitting in an office somewhere. Hey, it didn't make the level up jingle. I got 300 rings and it didn't give me anything. Or it didn't make the sound. Which is as good as not giving me anything. What's the point of getting a 1-up if I can't have a little jingle for it? I ask you. Oh, there's nothing in that. I've influenced you to play Crazy Taxi 2. That's your fault. I never told you nor suggested Crazy Taxi 2. I would only suggest it if you're a massive fan of Burger King and have a mental list of video games with Burger King in it that you need to play. Offhand, that's the only game that I can think of that features Burger King at all. Will I play the new Crazy Taxi when it comes out? I don't know. I don't know if I have anything that runs it. I don't know if it'll run on my 11-year-old computer. It's almost certainly not going to work on the original Switch. It doesn't look very good. Oh yeah, there are those Burger King games. I forgot. I forgot about Big Bumpin'. And Sneak King. And, the other one. Burger King versus Ronald McDonald, Fight for the Future, 2000. Oh, well, that's not the right way to go. I'd hate to be crushed to death. I could put that in writing now for something not to happen to me later in life. I prefer not to be crushed to death. Or maybe if it happens really fast, if it's like Titanic submarine fast. That's okay. Slowly crushed, maybe not. But no, the new Crazy Taxi, it looks like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 of Crazy Taxi games. Which is to say, years after the fact, somebody gets the IP, tries to make another classic one of those, and it's not very good. You know, and it's got that, like, generic modern game, everything looks vaguely like it's made out of clay visual aesthetic that I just don't really like. Everything about Crazy Taxi is so tied into, like, it looking a certain way and it sounding a certain way, and I don't know. With like modern graphics and shaders and, you know, all the motion blur, all the AI generated assets. I don't know, man. Like, here, where is the thing? New Crazy Taxi gameplay. Let me see. It has the Offspring in it, which is good. Is it this? I don't know if it's this. I don't know anything about what this video is, so I clicked on. It might be this. Oh, that's old Crazy Taxi. Oh wait, this is just old Crazy Taxi running on the Xbox. But like, I don't know, the bit in Crazy Taxi where you have to get all the pizzas, like that reminds me a lot of like the really bad missions in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 where you like have to collect all the ice creams and then bring them back. It just seems like the same vibe of game. Like a soulless reimagining of the original. And also, when I watched this bit of gameplay, this pizza guy has a very obviously AI-generated apron. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Does he get any closer to the camera?
Our delivery guys on the...
Like, you know, you could make a case that, sure, these AI-generated assets help generate the game faster, and then you can make the real ones, but the fact that you put this trailer out and it says Legittle Coast Diner, like, you couldn't even type that? You couldn't just have, like, the robot give you the name, the incredibly generic name of the diner, and then you type it? You don't just go with, like, yeah, it generated an image, but it can't spell the word little correctly. Let's put that in the game as the demo footage. Like, that's just very disheartening to me, I think, and does not really speak well of people putting a whole lot of love and care and attention into the new Crazy Taxi. Anyway, I have to run to the bathroom really fast, but I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Yo, I'm back again. I wish Sonic had pause music. It's kind of a drag just leaving a single frame with no sound up on the screen. If only I had a series of maybe 14 hold on, wait animations to possibly replace with, but oh well. Anyway, more Sonic. Did I just come out of that? I did. Wait, oh, it's this way. I'm going backwards. Also, this is a good idea for a boss. The ground just gets destroyed. You have to have everything on horseback, tails back. And what's neat is that when Robotnik flies into the background, that is honest-to-God sprite scaling on the Sega Genesis. It's not like Super Hang-On or something where they just have the sprite at a billion different sizes and they switch between it. Like, that's all just being processed through software. I like that all the title cards have a little icon indicating what they are. Like, that's got a balloon in the background. The first one had a palm tree. I think that's only the thing that this ROM hack does. I think they're all palm trees in the actual Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But I haven't played the vanilla version of that in a while, so I don't totally remember. I always thought if I can go fast enough through those as a kid, I'd be able to. But you can't. Maybe via debug mode. I forget how the collision in that works, if at all. It's still just nuts to me that Sonic Mania came out and everybody loved it, and then they just decided, let's never do that again. You know, when is the last time they put out a Sonic game for universal acclaim? I don't know. I guess Generations, kind of, maybe. I mean, other than Mania. Mania's like the last one. "21 lives. Oh yeah, I played this at my grandma's house and was initially stuck on the cylinders. She was watching me play at that point. She's like, "Did you press up and down to make them go up and down?" And I did, and it worked. Yeah, but Sonic Mania was so good. It didn't have any bullshit in it. You know, Sonic and Shadow Generations or whatever. Like, it's fine, I guess. But a lot of those Sonic Adventure 2 levels feel kind of weird to control with, like, car controls, like Unleashed and Generations all kind of had for Sonic. And, like, how many games do we need about Shadow's tragic backstory. You know, all these callbacks to a game. Why is it that every time I get 300 lives, I don't get a 1-up? Or 300 rings. Sorry, not to interrupt myself. But you get a 1-up at 100 and 200, but not at 300, apparently? But yeah, like, the fact that Generations has so many callbacks to a video game that came out, like, 25 years ago is just nuts to me. Like, who is the audience? I know, like, Sonic just skews for kids. But also, I don't know, I guess everyone on the planet at this point has played Sonic Adventure 2. Once they made it something that was not a Dreamcast exclusive. But still... You know, all the tie-ins from, like, Adventure 2 stuff, but also, like... What is it? Black Doom in Shadow the Hedgehog? It is almost sort of ballsy that Sega made a game where... You know, having to have played Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog is mandatory reading to understand the plot fully. That's kind of funny. But also, like, what are you doing, Sega? Just give us another Mania. You didn't even have to make it, just a bunch of dudes here made it from the fan game hacking scene. I'm complaining that the continuity of that video game is reliant on you having played games from 20 years ago, and also, who cares about Shadow the Hedgehog? He died. He burned up in space. He's gone. The end. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog. He's not coming back. They should have kept him dead. He's dead to me. What is over here? What was that animation I got stuck in? What is... yeah, what? What am I... oh, it's the suck pipe. That's going the wrong way. They should have just remastered Shadow the Hedgehog. With, like, 21st century guns. And they just made it so Shadow says fuck instead of damn. Yeah, no, it needs, like, realistic dismemberment. I need Gibbs in my Shadow the Hedgehog game. I need to shoot the gun troops and have limbs fly off. It needs to be rated M for mature. M for mom's not gonna let you play this one. Said it was rated T for this sucks. I haven't kept up with any of the stuff from the Sonic hacking contests in multiple years, maybe a decade plus at this point. I don't know if there have been any good fan games that have come out. I remember liking Sonic after the sequel. The soundtrack for that was really good. But even that I played in college, so it is not a new game. And the engine that it ran on was a little bit janky. Knuckles, no, don't hit the light switch. As a kid, I never even internalized that he was turning the lights off. I just kind of thought, oh, he made the level purple. And then flooded it. Does it mean the whole city's underwater? Yes, when Knuckles hits the switch, all the power's turned off, all the pumping fails, and everybody at the carnival drowns to death. Ah, whatever. I never know what to think about those little bumpers giving you 10 points. Every time you hit one, it generally just bumps you in the wrong way, and you don't want to do it, but it's also telling you, hey, no, good job, here's 10 points. I don't know if it's like a joke, here's some pity points for getting inconvenienced, or like, keep doing this until the points run out. It is kind of a ripoff that all the levels that have Michael Jackson music only have one act, really, of unique music anyway. It is like slightly remixed in the second act, but not really. Reminding people Sonic's a glorified pinball. They shouldn't do that, because then you think about Sonic Spinball and nobody wants to think about Sonic Spinball. Oops. Forget, you can get down there if you jump when this is the other way around. And you could do that for all of these, although I don't know if there's anything good. Probably just like a big ring. If that. No. Just 10 points. But I think these run out of points eventually. Like, they don't give you 10 forever. Maybe they do in this game. I don't know. I thought like... oh yeah, no they don't. See, that's not getting me anything. The one on the right. Oh, I'm on the wrong background layer. I guess I have to go this way? Donk. How's your post-July 4th chat? Knuckles, no. Now all the people in the carnival are going to be sucked up through this giant vacuum. All the floating corpses raised up into the boss arena. Hey, I didn't even get a chance to do the thing with my ball. Killed too fast. You know, too fast in a level that took almost 7 minutes. that's the original level order. Or if they move Flying Battery Zone to Sonic and Knuckles exclusively. No, the music in this is pretty good. Oops. Don't do that. There's a good remix of this with Can't Touch This on YouTube. Gotta find a way to just mute the music but keep the sound going, the sound effects going, and then just play that over the normal music. No, the Genesis has gotta have the highest highs and the lowest lows of music for any console back then. When the music is bad, it's really bad. But when it's good, it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or Streets of Rage 2. Or something. Oh, you know, after they took, Flying Battery Zone and put that in the Sonic or the Sonic 3 half of this in the ROM hack, that means when you do all of the special stages again to try to get the Chaos Emeralds converted into Super Emeralds, you don't have any of the opportunities you would normally have in this level to do it. Which makes it a bit more annoying to have to do in the second half of the game. Oops. Oops. Oh god. I do kind of wish they kept the Sonic 2 sprites instead of remaking them for 3. They're not bad per se, but I think Sonic in Sonic 2 is like the best he's ever looked. Oh, do you have to land first? Yeah, there we go. And they had it like that in the beta for this game. So either those Sonic 2 sprites were just placeholders for a long time, or they made a very last-minute decision to change it. Because a number of the sprites in this game are, like, still Sonic 2. Like some of the rotating ones, or some of the flipping ones. Maybe the hanging one? I don't remember. Like, most of them are converted to look like the new Sonic 3 design, but not all of them. And they didn't change Tails at all. It's still the same sprite as the previous game. Good. It is Robotnik's level. He is free to do that to me. I did deserve it. Oh, forgot I still have slowdown mapped to that. The ring sound really slowed down. It's like a doorbell in a suburban McMansion or something. Or like an electronic clock going off on the hour. Gapsel. It's such a good idea for the boss. All the mini-bosses in this are really clever. It's not at all hard, but I like how angry it looks. Perpetual angry eyebrows. I was gonna say, I don't like how the sign falls behind that, but then I was gonna knock it out of the way, so it didn't matter. And then I bounced it right behind the capsule anyway. Oh. I like the weird horns in this level. That bit earlier in the song, that's like the womp 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 bit. They're kinda cheesy, but I'm into it. They sound appropriately menacing considering the context. Should replay Mania, though. I think I've only played through it twice. Because they had Mania Plus, which I ultimately upgraded. Upgraded my copy to. And then I replayed it. But like, post-COVID, I don't know. I kind of just fell off video games. One of the last things I had on my Switch, other than Balatro or Tears of the Kingdom. Around the same time, I got the first Octopath Traveler and did not get very far and did not really like it. Just not a fan of the HD 2D look, I think. Old sprites with modern shaders, just... I don't know. Just kind of screams cheesy fan game. You know, it's like Ocarina of Time rendered in Unreal Engine 5. It's got photorealistic dirt. And then after they announced the official Ocarina of Time remaster, or whatever it is, that guy shut down that project after like a decade and a half of working on it. I don't even know how complete it was. Given all the different bits of the game he sampled in, like, preview videos, it kind of seemed like it was most of the game that was done. But, like, there is more to it than just, you know, redesigning the levels. Like, if any of the gameplay was there, if any of the puzzles or anything were implemented, or if it was just all tech demo, proof of concept. It was one of the guys that updated, or was uploading the Ocarina of Time Unreal Engine clips. I mean, he was certainly not the only guy to be doing that. But I think one of the guys that I was pointing at some point after replaying Ocarina of Time last year was that guy that shut down his project. God knows what that game's gonna be. I think I saw that the price was released, or like leaked on some retailer site. It might have just been a placeholder thing, but it was not like a premium price, which led people to speculate that maybe it is going to be closer to like a 3DS-style remaster of Ocarina of Time than like, you know, a full new game. I guess we'll see. They should let Link talk, but they should have it use the power of AI, so you speak a certain number of preset phrases into the game, and then it generates the rest of his speech based off of how you sound. Oops. Is it going to be based around Breath of the Wild? For purely selfish reasons, I kind of just hope it's not anything incredibly, you know, groundbreaking. Just because I don't want to have to get a Switch 2 right now. I don't want to pay the money. Yeah, but there's so little to go off of from the trailer. Other than, like, we made him look like he's wearing high-def Twilight Princess clothing. I mean, if you make the game too ambitious, I might have to buy it. Wow, 3 Sonics. Sonic 3! I get it. I think the next level is Ice Cap. Not Sandopolis Zone like it would be if this were normal Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Oh, Tails, you're not helping. Yeah... No, I know I should get it before the price is increased. But if I never buy it, then the price never increases. And I'm just making money. Bespoke little Robotnik sprite in this just looks so off-model. Extra Santa Claus looking. Yeah... I don't know, maybe I could just never buy anything ever again. All those animals fell to their death. Am I ethically at fault for doing that, for freeing them 1,000 feet above the ground, or is Robotnik at fault for imprisoning them in the first place? Please discuss. Look, if Sony wants me to not own video games anymore, I will simply take that to heart and never own a video game again in any capacity. There are so many games I've never played, yet I totally need to. Excuse me, at some point. You know, just get like a Mr. Pie or something and actually dig into PlayStation and Saturn games, which I never really played as a kid and never caught up on in any capacity. Spend like a couple $100 on hardware that'll play a bunch of stuff, not buy games. Could be worse. Can't believe they're finally shutting down the Vita store. It was already essentially broken and shut down to begin with for years. But man, what a bummer. I know they wanted to do it years ago and there was pushback. I'm surprised, personally, that they've kept the PS3 store going as long as they have. For like, as much criticism as they've gotten for discontinuing disc games in the next year or two, it is almost more impressive that they have kept digital purchases available on the PS3 for 20 years. Because, like, up until that generation of consoles, and I don't remember when the 360 shut that store down, but definitely way earlier, you know, the console generation would end, and then it would just be, okay, yeah, you just have a Dreamcast now. That's it. They're not getting anything new on it ever again. And we're not gonna have it in GameStop anymore. How many sales they made off the PS3 shop in the last 5 years? Oh god, it's gotta be so few. I mean, it runs like garbage. The store app for that thing. And all the download speeds are now slowed to like a fraction of what they used to be. That and the Vita store only really exist anymore to use like homebrew-based package managers to download stuff for free directly from the store. Yeah, no, they updated the PS3 Netflix app, I think, semi-recently. Or no, they had to update the PS3 firmware semi-recently to, like, have a new encryption code to play Blu-rays or something. Remember that? Remember when, like, the HD DVD or the Blu-ray encryption codes or whatever were leaked, and that was, like, the front page of Dig and Reddit and everything for weeks and weeks and weeks? Get like a couple of hex values printed on a shirt to be subversive. Take that, media encryption. I was surprised that the PS3 browser does not work with Google anymore. And that's less like a... I'm surprised that the PS3 does not have compatibility with modern internet anything, and like more... I'm shocked that they have made Google so annoyingly complicated and advanced at this point that you can't just load up a basic search window on... I was gonna say a mostly modern browser. I guess the PS3 isn't. But, like, it worked on the Dreamcast up until recently. Boy, is this level short. Some levels in Sonic 3 and Knuckles are, like, 7 minutes. Like Casino Night 2 or Centopolis 2. And then this is, like, not even 2 minutes. No, they got rid of the basic Google. Now it's just, hey buddy, buy a new phone. You don't even get like super stripped down Google. And now you gotta go to like Frog Find or something. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Gonna get more drink. Play more Sonic. Hello. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, Sonic. Video games. Do they even have a web browser on the PS4? I never had one. Barely used one. It is sort of funny, though, that, like, all the hoops that Nintendo went through for putting web browsers on their platforms between, like, here's the DS browser, you get the cartridge and the GBA RAM expansion. Here's the 3DS browser, here's the Wii browser, that's free unless you wait too long, and then it's $5. Here's the Wii U web browser, here's the Switch, it has no browser and will never ever get one. You know, I get for pure security concerns, it makes sense. But also, man, let me have a crappy web browser on a device I never want to browse the internet on. It was cool. Yeah, maybe my phone is within arm's reach all the time. Yeah, maybe that's faster. But like, the PS3 ran Linux and the PSP had printer support. So like, come on. Give me a browser. Give me a messaging app. Forget what this is still supposed to be. Like, I guess a Switch of some sort. I always thought it looked like Homer Simpson in the radiation suit in the beginning of the Simpsons intro. Yeah. Like that. It isn't not that, to be fair. You know, you make it red. And, it's the same, is what I'm saying. Oh, I wish XSplit had a good way to crop things out that were not just chroma keying. It had literally any way to know what the background is and what the background isn't. That would be incredibly handy. Anyway, what I'm saying is, it is absolutely Homer Simpson's face from the intro of The Simpsons. It fits perfectly. Oh, unless you move the screen, in which case it doesn't. Hey, Julia. But no, it is funny, though, that, you know, if Nintendo put a restriction on having an internet browser on the Switch so you don't use it to hack the thing, you know, it's just hacked immediately with the paperclip anyway. Like, bad news, eventually they're gonna find a way into your hardware. Always and forever, ouch. Now I only have 26 lives. Well, yes, but like every hardware exploit is generally like the manufacturer's fault. Well, I guess not. I guess some could be like firmware they developed. Never really liked launch-based zone all that much. It's neat, the music's okay. I like the background. I just don't like the level very much. Really uses that Go sample a lot. Also, I think the problem is if you don't get on this zip line, you have to go around the loop to get back to it. It is the only way forward. Do they still have the VMU Pro or the VM2 or whatever? Is that in stock anywhere for the Dreamcast? I kind of want to back up all of my saves. Although I guess I did buy another VMU at a used game store a couple years ago just to use for more storage. And I didn't delete all the original saves on it because the guy had incredible taste. Like, every single good and expensive Dreamcast game he had a save for, and I didn't want to delete them all. But I guess I could just make backups of my Sonic Adventure 2 saves and all my Chow and everything. Not have to spend $200 for that. However much that thing runs. Also, if you plugged in a two-player controller here, you could control Tails and hit Robotnik 256 times, and then he dies, and then you soft-lock the game. But I only have one controller, so I didn't do that. Bye, Tails. I like that Robotnik deploys the mini-boss and flies away. That's very funny. Gives you this, like, hey, don't hit me expression. Oh boy, does the insta-shield in this make so many boss fights totally obviated, though. Just go right through the hurt boxes if you hit A at the time of impact. Which is fun, don't get me wrong, but it makes it very easy. It is kind of odd, though, in this game, where, like, the final level of Sonic 3 is only the halfway point of Sonic 3 and Knuckles put together. So the difficulty curve of a lot of this game just kind of ends up being sort of flat. You know, it's not, like, final level difficult in this at all. And after this level is the first level of Sonic and Knuckles, and that's not, like, an especially difficult level either. But it does make the whole game kind of breezy. In a good way, I think. Not like Death Egg Zone, which is the final level from Sonic and Knuckles, is like that difficult either. The mini-boss is maybe a bit more of a pain in the butt. But, like, other than that, not really. Bonk. Is it worth playing Sonic Superstars at any point? Or wait, what's the new 2D Sonic game? The one that's not, like, 2D, but 2D in spirit. I forget if Superstars is the, like, retro engine compilation of all the 2D games. Just gotta play Sonic 4. God, did they ever release that game on anything other than, like, period hardware? Is Sega just ashamed enough of Sonic 4 where they never put it out on modern consoles? If I want to complete the Sonic 3 quadrilogy... Yeah, but, you know, not like Steam, because that's been there for a while. I mean, like the Switch or something. It is a mobile game from like 2011. It should run on anything. Probably could have been on the 3DS if they wanted. Boss time. Robotnik and his big oil derrick. Oh, these incredibly basic boss fights. Then Knuckles dies. You never see him again. But, like, this is neat, I think. Going through, like, the foreground and the background of the construction pylons and the scale of the ship being launched. It's just a good video game. All the abstract, vaguely Egyptian-looking features in the background. Very early 90s. Do you fight Big Arm on this? I think normally you don't on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I think in this ROM hack you do. Yeah, this is the only, like, kind of hard part at the end of Sonic 3. Which I guess is technically the final boss. And it's only really hard in so much as it's a boss that is not going to die in 8 hits. It's like 12 or something. Whoops. Get dunked on. Oh, then it's gotta do that again. I think it's more than 8 hits. That's 3. That's 4. Maybe it is 8. Ugh. Six. Is it gonna do that cycle again? Yeah. Like, I get it. I get how it works. I get the gimmick. Let me just win. I think this actually does only take 8 hits. Yeah, it does. It flies off menacingly in the background. Maybe he doesn't do that in the ROM hack. I think he does. I guess he doesn't. There's like some unused sprite graphic for it. I thought that was restored in this, but I suppose not. Very conveniently landed in a death egg-sized volcano. Ignore my air conditioner sounds. I guess I'll do it. Gotta play through the special stages another 8 times. I would have almost certainly come into one of these accidentally, like midway through the game, and swapped all the emeralds out, so I might as well do it now. Are people still making sprite comics? If I wanted to find a modern Sonic the Hedgehog sprite comic, where would I go? Is there still a drunkduck.com? It used to be like, Bob and George was this hub for all sprite comics, and they would have a bunch of fan comics submitted to it. Get featured on that website. And, like, credit to the Bob and George guy, he's kept that site going and functional. I don't know if, like, the forums still work, but, like, as an archive, you know, credit to keeping a website going for, like, 25 years. Good. Sonic Hotel Chapter 2. Good. What is this? I've never heard of Comic Studio. Wow. That's not a comic. I didn't laugh. Guys, please don't judge me, but I was really crying right now. See, that's a comic because I laughed while reading this. Sonic Episode 1 voice actors. Wait, what is this? What are these posts as of like an hour ago? Guys, what do you want to happen after Sonic Shorts 10? Do you want Sonic's memory to get erased or Sonic to be crushed by Omega? That's what I want to happen. Now my OCs aren't just hatted OCs. I added a tail to an alternate, a neckerchief to reverse, and I'll add something else to the next. I will do the thing in Microsoft Paint where you right-click one color and click normally on the other color and then use the erase tool to switch between the two and make a hot recolored Sonic the Hedgehog. Here's my Sonic audition.
Aw, yeah, this is happening. Aw, yeah.
Good.
This is happening.
Welcome back, Casting Call Club.
Aw, yeah, this is happening.
What if I just have this go
Aw, yeah, this is happening.
in the background?
Aw, yeah, this is happening. Aw, yeah, this is happening.
This is just like Sonic Adventure.
Aw, yeah, this is happening. Aw, yeah, this is happening. Aw, yeah.
No, it's not oh
this
no,
is
it's aw
happening.
yeah. This is
Aw, yeah,
happening.
This is happening. Aw, yeah, this is happening. Aw, yeah, this is happening.
I need it to stop
Aw,
happening.
yeah, this is happening. Aw, yeah, this is happening.
I'm really curious
Aw, yeah,
as to what else is on this
happening.
website. Like Twitter for Sonic fan content creators.
Aw, yeah, this is happening.
Make a comic, browse comic. I want Sonic Hotel Chapter 2. I want this bow tie that doesn't match the sprite. Oh, part of Sonic Hotel Chapter 2, a horror series. Wait, where's Chapter 1? Oh, oh god. What the Oh, this sprite. What is this? What is the face? What is this? What is this? Why is his hand coming out of his mouth? Why is his hand coming out of his butt? What am I looking at? Here's my Sonic OC. His name is Blast Sonic. His birthday is April 27th, which is also like my birthday. His favorite food is chili dogs. His favorite drink is Chaos Cola. Animal Hedgehog Universe Blast Gender Boy. Why is this, like, askew? Also, did you just... Oh, that's the background. And that's his hand. I thought this was like an extra hand they gave him. And he was, like, scratching himself. My friends include Mighty Boy, Rocket, Red, Cyber, etc. My OCs are Blast Sonic, Tails Miles, K-Kick, and more. My power is super speed, and my forms are super. That's great. Wait, that's the only thing here? Inspirited by Rocket and Nitro 777. I want to know what Supersonic Blast is up to. Oh. I don't know if this does what I think it does. Right now it takes a really long time to load. Oh boy. Why did they give Sonic, like, hand-drawn rings in Microsoft Paint? Red the Hedgehog, the info sheet, the Hedgehog. My name's Red the Hedgehog, I'm a hedgehog, my eye color is green. I had the opportunity to have different colors, but I did not do it. Also, his eye color is not green, it is black. Age 12. My friends include Ray 1017, Jorns, Mechanosis, Perp, Ray 107 again, Mighty Boy, Knock Knock, It's Knuckles 1994. God, I hope that's a 31-year-old now. Gold, X10, etc. Scratch, Sonic, Sonia, Alex, Diamond, etc. I hate E.T.C. Either put a dot at the end or don't do it at all. Villains include Dr. Barry. Red is a helpful and kind but energetic hedgehog. Capital H. He cares about his friends and family. He is autistic. He is autistic because he is energetic. Did they not list that as one of his abilities? No. His abilities include spin dash, drop dash, jump dash, homing attack, etc. And forms are super red, hyper red, miracle red, and etc. My favorite hobbies are playing Sonic and Red, parenthesis, him games, hang out with friends, going outside and run, draw things, and watch the Sonic the Hedgehog TV channel. My fun fact is I like the Sonic the Hedgehog channel because I can watch my brother's show and my friend's show. So, like, is his brother... So, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Here we go, it's Yellow the Hedgehog. Oh, that's the only other thing on this. I want to read Sonic... What is the background? Oh, it's Shadow punching a robot repeatedly. Rocket the Ocelot. He's from Brazil. Oh god, why does he wear the glasses normally when he's in ball form? Is it on a hinge? What is happening? My villains include Mecha Rocket Mr. Egg Quail. It's not even a doctor. Rocket is a tricky and perverse ocelot. He likes to fight anyone that tries to humiliate him. He's Brazilian. He doesn't fear nothing. His alter ego from Mobius is called Lifeline the Ocelot. But they really use etc. in these. Favorite hobbies: play, fight, and rush, games, fight, run, play with his friends, train, do comics, play horror games, eat, and breath. You know, I never thought about breath as my favorite hobby, but it's really up there. Fun fact, he loves his tail. You can call him anything that remembers Shadow, he stays embarrassed. Oh, look at all these great comics. Sonic Classic, the rewriting. That sounds funny. I like to laugh. This isn't a joke. Anti-villains. New classic Sonic rewriting series cast, all caps. Comic. 2 years before Sonic 3 and Knuckles, 1 year before Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, 3 years after Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I can't believe Eggman used us every year. I'm remaking every single episode and doing more. Wow, look at all of these tags. What is the Morshu tag? Oh, it just brought me back here. Sonic Nitro Riders Comics Studio. The Great Sonic Mania Comics Studio. Nitro Squads Comics Studio. Oh, this is a great find. I don't even know what this website's supposed to be, but it's really good. Like, is this social media? What if I just search for... Wait. Oh, I can make my own. I would like... Sonic... No, wait, I want a sprite. Custom sprite? No, that just brings up my files. User submitted sprites. Search Sonic. There are no Sonic sprites. Okay. I just want to view the hot comics. Oh, there aren't any. Sonic? I'm probably gonna be classic Sonic for the classic era. I say, but for shooting up a school. Welcome to Ashes! Does it talk? No. What? Oh. Ashes to ashes with dollar signs. Oh shit. Hell of a name. Wow. I love how they all jitter. Sonic Run. Concept time. Sonic the Hedgehog Forever, the animation. No, no sound. Wait, that's it? Oh, okay. That's owned by Team Forever. I'm owned forever for having watched this. Chat, were you making a Sonic fan comic at July 4th? Is that what you spent your holiday on? If so, I respect it. Mario and Sonic combo. Wow, this is like an animation from 2005. Description, let's LARP. This is like what I would be into as a 10-year-old. You know, I'm something of an American myself. Oh, good, we have a Poland ball crossover. Happy 4th of July, the end. My favorite trait of Knuckles is that he's incredibly jingoistic. Good. I got my own Sonic body by stealing it from Zalgo. Remember Zalgo? Remember recaptchas? Sonic eats a lemon. Can I just sort by animation? Does that work? Sonic vs. Kirby 4. Uh-huh. Oh. I wish this had sound. Poof. Star Warrior! Oh no, Kirby. Oh, and then it just over. That's too bad. Shadow shoot animation, shadow animation test. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah? When does he shoot? Okay, but... oh. Happy 35th, Sonic. Can I find the oldest one? I guess so. This does not seem like a very old website. 2024. Comic. I like comics. I like to laugh. Haha. You can't turn super with only 10 rings. That's not lore accurate. Uh-huh. Sonic, you would have run out of those rings by now. What is happening? There's a giant tomato. Tagged with tomato. Sonic.exe's old girlfriend. Why, it's... Frisk Chara from Undertale? It's one of those... Do they voice it?
Thank you. Isn't that your old girlfriend?
Good.
What did you do?
Thank you. Isn't that your old girlfriend?
Ah!
What did he do?
Excellent. Look at all of the tags, dude. Oh my god. I gave myself the bronze, the silver, and the gold trophy.
Right here. Isn't that your
I'm
old
going to
girlfriend?
add both Sonic EXE and Char in the same dimensional world studio in the same update. Parenthesis soon,
Right
probably.
here. Isn't that your old girlfriend?
Okay. How do I sort by ones that have voice? Comic. That's kind of funny. Can I like export that as a GIF? Good. I can. Oh wait, it's in APNG. And I can't put that into XSplit. That's too bad. Versus .sonic.exe. How many Sonic.exe comics do you think are on this website? Stop, drop, and roll. The studio's maintenance in a nutshell.
You just hit and run. There's no nail. You just hit and run. There's
Oh.
no nail. You just hit and run.
In case you don't know, last week Tazizi roasted a show called Rubble and Crew. Apparently it got bad reviews because Nickelodeon wanted to be Disney when Pupstrution was on-maintained. Jokes aside though, Sega, aka Sonic, takes TZ's voice and the studio's dead again.
Hit and run. There's no nail. You just
I have to stop looking at these. Great website though. I'm glad the future of Sprite Comics is safe in the hands of America's children. And also that one Brazilian guy. Getting caught on all the environment chunks. There's a whole bunch of hidden big rings in here, and I don't remember where a lot of them are. I know maybe like 2. And I think there's one that's dependent on having a certain amount of rings before you're even allowed to get into it. Or something. But I like the way that they draw the grass in all these different levels in this game. It's all different. Like, different from how the grass was drawn in Marble Garden Zone. Different from how they do it in Angel Island. It's just such a good game. Just so much better than Sonic 2. I guess Sega realized they'd be able to pull off if they just never had American people work on Sonic ever again. Like how all the stuff that ended up getting cut in Sonic 2 was mostly just made by Americans, rather than the Japanese side of that team. Ouch. Forget what the level order is on this. Normally it's Flying Battery Zone, but we already did that. So I guess it's Sandopolis. I really like the beta version of this song where the bass is incredibly loud. It's pretty good. All the jokes are like Seinfeld Hills, yeah. I don't know if it was intended to be like this, or if it's like a an audio glitch that makes the bass so much louder. But it's kind of good. I just want that extracted. Oh yeah, remember this? This animation? Like 15 years ago? And then everyone's like, wow, Sega puts out Sonic 4, but the fans are putting out games that look like this. And it's like the epitome of, oh, we put Sonic in Unreal Engine and it does not actually look very good. But there was that one Sonic fan game that I think was only like one level, and I don't remember the name of it. Oh, remember the Sonic 2 like HD 2D thing that got canned due to weird like inter-developer drama? That I don't think this ever came out. Or maybe it did, I don't know. Maybe it got uncanned. Maybe? I guess it did come out. Or like... It has 3 levels. And Hilltop Zone just mostly uses assets from Mushroom Hill. I feel like this never actually got out, though. A highly ambitious game. Progress. Oh, yeah, this is not a completed thing. There's like some drama about it. It's total cancellation. Yeah, that's right. It was like malware or something. So people didn't reverse engineer it. Yeah, that's right. And then everyone was really paranoid and then it shut down. God, 14 years ago. I'm like shocked it got any amount of additional work, even if it has been actually shut down now. What was that Sonic, like, high-def fan game from, like, 2012? Or 11? And it was, like, 3D, but not. I don't know what to search for. I forget what it was called. I would know it in an instant when I saw a screenshot. But I haven't yet. I think it was 2011. It might have been 2010. Okay, well I guess it was 2D, technically. 2D, 3D, 2.5D. Anybody uses that term to sort? I guess they might have by the time this game was out. Yeah, it was Sonic 69D. What was it called? Yes, this Sonic Fan Remix. This thing. Like, wow, this all looks so good, and it's just shaders up the butt, and it's so ugly by modern standards. My god. But I thought it was incredible at the time. But man, it's almost like a parody of modern reworkings of classic games. There's so much shit, it looks so bad. But it was one of these, like, oh, Sega puts out Sonic 4 and the fans put this out. Why can't Sega do anything right? Kind of games. It's very, like, 360 era design coded. Be it, like, the Unreal Engine look, or just, like, the weird use of excessive detail and shaders for things that really don't need it. But it's not good. And then Act 2 is, like, even busier. But I remember thinking this was the coolest thing. I played it on my old laptop. Why is the water so loud? Don't remember. Sonic GL. I thought this was gonna... Yeah, Bosser Jerome, this dude. Add FMT equals 18 for best quality. That's what you had to do. I remember when this trailer came out, like, 20 years ago, and thought it was gonna be sick, and of course it never got finished. But it looked cool.
Sonic GL! Well, I'm not making hate, so could it be haste who's making me? What's time of the thing that kill or keep a fire, lose a living? Gotta go faster, keep up the pace.
I probably emailed this guy a couple of times to see how the project was going and offered to, like, run demo builds to see how they worked. I think I got one and it didn't actually run at all. Boy, is this really low bit rate. Thanks, Fraps. Anyway, this never got finished. I don't know if Bosser Jerome is still a dude. No. I decided to stop making Sonic GL when Sonic announced Sonic Next Gen. I think that was Sonic 06, maybe? Oh, remember Chrono Resurrection? People thought this was gonna come out, and it didn't, but it looked sick. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that far ahead, but you get the idea. I think this was cease and desisted or something. These fan projects I vaguely remember from college that never came to fruition. But at least this has got like a consistent visual design compared to like any of those Sonic things. I think Square took this one down. Wait, what is this? Ocarina of Time, but the Deku Tree is riding Epona. Good. Good. Please let this just be a full ROM hack. I will give anything. Wait, is it in the boss fights? I can't tell. Oh, it is. I like that it's just an AI generated description. It's like all it deserves, really. This is very good. It's a hell of a shot, dude. Very good. Wow, Pepsi. Anyway, back to this. I'll turn that down slightly. I love getting slightly distracted by the internet. Too bad that Deku Tree thing is not a real ROM hack. Cause like they had to have modified the game to have it look like that, I'm sure. Pretty sure it was not just an animation. Wait, is that a thing in there? I can never tell. No. It's just a little 3D carve out of the wall or some sort. Forget, when I played this on the Nomad at my parents' house while like zonked on Ambien with the phone camera pointed at the screen, did I finish it or did it like crash at some point before I could finish it? I want to say it crashed, or the batteries died, or something. The contacts on that copy of Sonic 3 and that copy of Sonic and Knuckles are so incredibly dirty. They've never been cleaned, other than like me blowing into it and hoping for the best, and eventually it works. But they've got to be so incredibly scuzzy. I guess as long as they don't corrode away, I mean, they've lasted 30 years already. I'm sure they could last a little bit longer. Okay, there's one more little pool of 6 I haven't gotten somewhere. Oh, there it is. Got one so far. I like the little animation it does here, though. It was so mysterious. It's like, wow, there's Hidden Palace. All these emeralds are in this weird little space. Where could that be? And then it's a level later on in the game. And then you see all of the emeralds, and they're just there. It was cool. Deep lore when you're a child, and it's like 1999. Gotta tell all your friends at school about the Super Emeralds. I like the weird little bean that this thing is set in for some reason. The design does kind of look like it's out of Mean Bean Machine with the little, like, pipe coming out of it. The exhaust tube. Yeah, I think it's Sandopolis next. The heat haze effect is neat. And this first act is, like, okay. The second one is, like, one of the worst acts in Sonic. But we don't know how bad, because I haven't sat down and ranked them all. But I will, eventually. Just do it like Jeff Gerstmann style, play all the games back to back. Go up and down, is this better than that? Etc, etc. Till we know what the best level is. He's ranking all the N64 games now that he's finished ranking all of the NES games. I joined the Patreon to tell him to rank, what is it, Starshot, Space Circus Fever, whatever that game was, that I was shocked to find out existed because I had never heard of it before. Presumably he will rank all of them, so I don't really need to give him any money to get around to something as long as I'm patient. But man, I just need someone else to play that game and think like, wait, what is this? I've never heard of this ever. Also in Sonic and Knuckles, they have a lot of these little enclave zones that aren't big rings. Whereas in Sonic 3, a lot of them are just only big rings. There are very few of those things that go into the background, the little tunnels that don't lead to a big ring. It is kind of annoying because it is harder to get all the Super Emeralds in this. And sometimes you think you found a thing that should have the ring in it, but it doesn't. Also, all those repelling sections take too long, and I always skip them. Oops. I don't know if there's any reason to not skip them. I guess you could get up there and then push the rock, but like, you can just get over here all the same. Although there is a lot of waiting in this level. So many things in like the 16-bit era of video games that were just a bunch of circles arbitrarily drawn in a line or something. Like that guy's attack on this little scorpion enemy thing. Also, I landed on those spikes and they did not do damage. Now they did. But like that, or that spring, or the little platform that rises up that also has the little circular bits on it as the lever. All these ways to just fake more complex animation. Oh, that's right, you gotta get close. Wait for the head to pop out, and bonk it. Again. It's one of these bosses that's a clever idea at first, but by the time you kind of figure out what you're doing, you just kind of want it to end. Like, okay, I get it. You knock it. I'm not doing damage to it. You knock it into the sand. I got it. You gotta hit it like a dozen times. You know, it's Mario World. Get rid of this. Knock that over there too. Or not. I'm trying to get that in the sand, Tails. You're screwing it up. Bye. The Act 1 thing's got a little pyramid background. Only 100 bonus points, though. 1 ring. 5 minutes of playtime. There is some glitch you can perform, but I don't know how to do it to prevent spawning the ghosts in right here. So then you can just kind of go through the level and not be harangued the whole time. Again, like, it's an interesting idea, it's just, on multiple playthroughs, kind of annoying to have to do. Also, I don't know where any of the big rings are. I still only have one. I'm on the 4th level. Oh. I keep missing that jump. Okay, you go down that, then you jump, then we're good. Okay. But like the way that that little spring pad thing made up of all the little circles distends as you jump on it looks pretty neat. It's like it's a game made by Treasure or something. Stuck on this animation. I think there's a big ring over here, right? Maybe? Maybe not. There's a whole bunch in Lava Reef Zone. I don't remember where they are. You could probably get them all there, even if you don't get any of the other ones on previous levels. Oh, that's not a thing. Bonk. 27 lives! Maybe this ROM hack does let you do the Doomsday Zone if you got all the Chaos Emeralds at some point, but didn't convert them all. I'm pretty sure the real game does not work like that. Ouch. Good. Oh, there's a big ring up here, I think, right? Which I think is normally like a Tails only? Or maybe Knuckles only? Is there not? Oh, I thought there was. Never mind. Oh. Okay. Don't remember this level very well. Try not to think about Sandoppel's Zone, Act 2. That's a Knuckles thing. Oops. Is there a thing up here? I just remember there being one big ring that I'd normally get to at some point. Oh, it's this. Good, now I can get the second one. Oh, this one. Wow. It's pretty easy, except for one obnoxious bit at the end, which can screw it up. I don't think there's any leeway for mistakes in this, though. Like, if you hit any of the bounces, it's over. Alright. Could have been worse. No ring bonus. 0 rings. I should have gotten a perfect for that because I got 0 out of 0 rings. I don't think you could have spawned any rings in that level at all. the boss? Yeah. It's just such a nothing boss. The insta-shield makes so many of these bosses just totally trivial. What is after this? It's, oh, it is Lava Reef. The end Knuckles half is so short. On this ROM hack, at least. There's so many big rings. You'll just see the interface start flashing because of palette limitations and just know that there's a big ring slightly off-screen. The music's really good. I think this is the last level where they spawn, though. I don't think there are any in Sky Sanctuary. Yeah, there's nothing there. I kept saying there's a lot in here. It's been a minute and I haven't found a single one. Oh yeah, that thing. Just ignore it. Oh no, my 1-up! I need that. Gotta have 29 lives. Oh, okay. Oh. Also really like the title cards in this. Same for like any of the games in the series, really. Other than the first one. But they're neat. There's one here, which is suggested by watching the flame go through the wall. Oh, this one. Don't want that. I don't think they have any of the bouncing orbs in the Sonic 3 green or blue sphere level. Oh, that's a sound. Now, can I find 4 more of those in here? Well, I can because there's one right here. Up here, see the interface flashing. That has got to be the closest that any two are to each other in the whole game. And in both halves of the game. I wonder how that port of Mania to the Dreamcast is coming along. It looked pretty close to done when I was checking on it last month. I don't know if they've released it for download yet, but like, there can't be too much else to do on it. I have to go back to the bathroom. I have to finish Sonic. I was always paranoid as a kid after that Simpsons episode where they showed, like, Grandpa Simpson not going to the bathroom and then his kidneys exploded. Like, that was a thing that would actually happen. It might, I don't know. How do I get that ring in there? I assume it's down there, right? Oh. Yes, it is. Grab me, no. Oh, that's not what I want. No, don't make me gamble, Sonic. Why are there 2 dots under my ring total? What does it mean? There it is. Aha! There are just so many big rings on here. Compared to, like, anything in Sandopolis Zone. Such an ugly level color scheme. Ta-da. Spooky. Is that 2 more to go? Or 3? I can't count. Or read. I forget if there's something up here. 31 lives. Nah, I guess there's not. Interface is not glowing. Okay, there's not anything down there, is there? No. Every time they have one of these big spiky things, there's always some ring hiding somewhere. I guess not that one. Something up here. Tails. Grab me. Probably not. No. No. I forget if they have any big rings in Act 2. I know there's a lot in Act 1. I guess we'll check. Ooh, come on. Oh, the giant hand. Feels like you could have more utility with a giant hand than just squishing Sonic. You could hold a giant gun or something. Probably more big rings here. Here. Yeah, I think there are. Just don't remember where. Oh, you can't go back any farther there. They've ratchet scrolled me up here. Ow. I'm ratcheted. Can probably find two more somewhere. Don't crush me, please. Oh. Almost. No? Oh, the animation's so jerky. Yeah, here's one. Oh, no, it's not. It looks like it should be one, but it's not. There's so many like that in Sonic and Knuckles. They'd all be big rings in Sonic 3. So many fake outs. It is a lot of lives. It's a pretty easy game. think there's something here. I guess not. No, it's nothing. I don't remember. I mean, by this time in the previous level, I would have gotten at least like 2 or 3. There might be some on the periphery of this, I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Oh, this is like that same thing I was just in, except neither of them have a big ring. What a ripoff. Give me my emeralds. Is there anything here? No. It's such a dramatic sound effect, and then all it does is pop a ball up slightly. Which is very funny. Not a single big ring. No. No. That's just damage. Well, that's the end of this level, and I didn't find a single thing. I assume they have to be here, but who knows? But like the bosses are neat. They have multiple little stages. You see how the terrain changes and everything. It's cool. It's such a good Genesis game. Just the best Genesis game. Oh. There's a fire shield somewhere. Oops. Did not get it. Ow. At least I have 31 lives. But it's neat the way that they have the lava animating sideways as well as vertically in the background. And they still have the heat haze effect going up on it. It's cool. There's just a lot of effort put in this game. And then they've been so reticent to re-release it on anything because of Michael Jackson. Good job. Bye, Tails. What are you doing? I'm not controlling this. This is all cutscene. Oh, now I am. Never mind. Did not get all of the emeralds. Tragically. I think there's a thing here. But I think I have to get a jump off of that spike when I've taken damage to reach it. Oh no, you don't. Yeah, just all of the monitors hidden up here. If you're able to fly up. It's nothing incredibly exciting, but it is a thing. And I think the invincibility runs out before you even get to Knuckles. Or no, I guess not. Good. It's a cool idea for a boss fight, even if it's totally ruined. I'm helping. What if Robotnik just waits here? Hey, that's not fair. Every time I hit you 8 times, other times in the game, you die. Tails is just losing it. Me, okay. And then Knuckles just starts panting like a dog. I don't really like it. Very weird looking. He just sits there and pants. I like that they put this here so you just don't kill yourself before the cutscene ends. Same on both sides. And if you wait here long enough, use an animation that's just telling you to go forward. It's maybe like 10 seconds or something. Maybe you have to stand in front of him, I don't remember. It's just so weird looking. That expression on his face. Does he not do it? Maybe I passed it by going forward. He does have some animation where he's like pointing forward if you wait here long enough. But I might have gone past him and skipped the trigger or whatever it was. I don't remember the specifics of how it works. Anyway, it does happen. It is real, I'm not crazy, etc. Oh, I still have to go to the bathroom, though. As a throwback to all the old Sonic bosses. For the week. Yeah, but I like to pee. You gotta do it. Your kidneys explode. Like in The Simpsons. The arbiter of biological truth in the modern age. You Oh. Did not go where I thought it went. It is sort of neat how much of the level moves up and down. It's very, like, Knuckles Chaotix in that way. Aw, man. I think it's the other way. Maybe it is this way. No, it's not. I like that as those guys scale in, the frame rate just kind of dips a little bit. Not too much, but enough to be noticeable. Wow, it's that Sonic 2 boss. I never really know how to fight correctly in any rendition of it. Other than that. We're just eating all the damage in Sonic 2. Ouch. Oh. I don't really like Sky Sanctuary Zone all that much. It doesn't feel very cohesive. Oops. Oh, yeah. Wait, this part, yeah. Oh no! That warp that only goes one way and I couldn't have used again anyway. I like the little backwards moonwalk thing that Mechasonic does. And the little, like, lightning effects from it taking damage are kind of cool. And somehow we landed in the Death Egg. Don't worry about it. This level's fine. I don't think Act 2 was very good, though. Well, maybe this influenced the Miyazaki movie. They'll descend because of all the racism in it, probably. Oh, that's okay then. I like that they brought this back in Sonic Adventure 2. It is a little bit goofy that it just spits you around like this in an incredibly indirect pattern. It would be kind of cool if you could have controlled it, but it is the Genesis. We only got like 6 megahertz to work with. Another one of these little enclave zones that you can't actually get a big ring in. Can't get all the emeralds. I missed 2 of them and they don't have any more opportunities to get more. Never gonna save Peach. He's gonna make fun of how I only have like 70% of the emeralds. It's embarrassing. God, that's so many different little angles they have to draw that at. Well, I guess not that many. A lot of them are just mirrored. Just so many neat little graphical effects in this game. Not doing the boss correctly and just throwing myself at it and taking damage repeatedly. Oh, I need that ring back though. No. I wanted to bonk it. Still have to go to the bathroom, but maybe I can finish the game before doing that. She's not gonna kiss me because I'm a hedgehog. It's gross. Let me go back up. Let me get another electrical shield. Or not. Give me my 31 lives back. I wonder why they never actually advertised that anybody from Michael Jackson's team worked on the music for this. Like if the controversies had already started by then. Because it would only have been within the year. You know, because like the beta came out that didn't have his music in like late '93. Like November or something. And then this game came out in '94. God, I know there's like interviews or like the game trailers, Pop Fiction video series. where they would try to figure out if the music was actually in this game, or if it was cut, or if there was more music that never made it in. They had people who were, like, part of Sega at the time saying, oh no, we cut all the music out. Which, you know, did not happen. The whole thing was very strange. There's that one tweet from Yuji Naka that just, like, a couple years ago, just straight up saying, like, I can't believe they took all the Michael Jackson music out. Something to that effect when they re-released these games. And it was weird because they replaced the music with the versions from the PC, or the, versions from the PC release. But they didn't use, like, the versions that were already completed, you know, on the Genesis beta. That sounded way better, I think. Sega makes so many bizarre decisions. Your Sonic team, whoever's in charge. Also, I just noticed the background does not scroll at all on this. I guess, like, the scale of the Earth would make it so it probably wouldn't move in real life. But also... Come on! Give me my parallax layers. Give me my line scrolling. Boss music starts up before you even get to the boss. It's a cool sound when you go through the teleporter. Just all the sound effects in this game are very cool. Oh, and then this part, which I don't really like. Sometimes Tails will get the hit in, and then Robotnik will have iframes, and then you will just clip through the ground and die. Do you think this is a hand? It's only like 6 fingers. 6 weird pipes. Gross. Oh, crap. Then you have to do the other part of the stage again. And this time with no rings. I like how the screen shakes vertically when he moves. You can see the background dissociate into 2 halves. It's a good effect. Oh, come on. This is the worst part of Sonic 3. Two little fingies. I wish I still had rings. Crap, man. Ugh. I hate this. I hate the trend of just making the last boss in Sonic games not half rings. Yeah, I guess it does make it harder, but it is mostly just kind of annoying. It's also annoying without the sound cue. The problem is that Tails has to take the hit, because if you try to jump it after Tails gets one hit, you'll just go through it and then die. It's like the only segment that's not that annoying. It's like you don't really get hit by any of the falling stuff. It looks really precarious, but as long as you're just holding forward, you're fine. And then the Earth explodes. Everything explodes. Fuck it. And then the speed at which you fly through this part of the level is determined just by how fast you mash it. All I remember is that there's a big pocket of rings up in here later on. Yeah, these. So it gets you roughly back to 50. But like no other place in the game do you move faster by just mashing the jump button. And so begins the trend of turning super for the final boss of Sonic games. And then the other trend of having them in space. Oh, I need more rings. Do you like all the contingency plans that Robotnik had? All the different little mechs he's made. Like, well, if this one doesn't work, I've got plans A through J. Oh, I'm running out of juice. And then this cutscene takes a little bit of time, and I might actually die. think I'm going to. No! It's very funny. Alright, I guess I actually have to pick up some rings beforehand. Get up here. I want to say the final segment actually has rings you can pick up. Where's that pocket of, like, 12 rings? Oh, I missed it. Crap. No, get back here. Alright, there we go. Just steadily blacks out as it falls down. And like, it's got this whole other mech that's just holding the thing and flying through space, and you feel like maybe this would attack you at some point. Doesn't really. Just bonk it a bunch. Yay. I did it. I like that the emerald does not move at all, but then is grabbed by a giant suction cup. Also, now I'm going to use the bathroom. Did it. I beat Sonic, and I beat my urge to go to the bathroom. Wahoo. Yeah, you could see, like, Sandopolis and like maybe Mushroom Hill on it. Thanks, Milpo. What's up those strange looking? Does not really fit in with the art style, I think. Man, I have a discount on Cheez-Its. I kind of want to get them. Just been eating garbage. I like that they have Sonic and F on the plane, but Sonic is always mirrored in the way where you can see it